ちは。
Konnichiwa. Horses?
Oh. 250なら買います。
魚。
かわいいな。
かわいい。
More love that's left to grow. No more days alone.
え、これ乗っていいの？
It's like they say you'll know it when you know.
これ全部？
All night I keep
いろんな色がある。ピンクもかわいい。あ、かわいい。おお。どう？ピンクかわいいね。これはハウマッチですか？そうなの。350なら買います。
マン。
Can't find anything that looks as good with me. It's gotta be you. You make me complete. Found me in the dark, baby, kept the spark going. Now can't keep apart, and you know it. Something about you and me, honestly, find me where you are. We don't came this far. Don't you wanna know where it's going? Something about you and me, honestly. Baby, they don't know I love it. Baby, they see only crazy.
こんにちは。ワンパーソン。ワンパーソン。
No
No
reservation.
reservation
No reservation.
です。はい。
Tonight is full.
え？
It's full tonight.
フル？
It's full. Yeah, fully full. I need the reservation.
そうなの。
Yeah.
ワンパーソン
For
の。
one people.
No?
Okay. For drink or for eat?
Eat.
Eat. Welcome.
うん、Thank you.
Can't find anything that looks as good with me. It's gotta be you. You make me complete.
My dream is
If Odegaard did something like that, yeah, Odegaard would definitely.